안녕하세요. 토크사랑 시청자 여러분, 서울 스피커스 뷰로의 알렉스입니다. 오늘은 IBM의 부사장이자 AI 데이터 분야의 세계적인 전문가 폴 지코풀로스를 모시고 이야기를 나눠보겠습니다. 폴은 올해 월드 스마트시티 엑스포의 개막 기조연사로 참여했는데요. 도시 고유의 데이터가 AI로 연결되어야만 진정한 스마트시티라는 메시지를 전해주었습니다. 그럼 지금부터 무대에서 못다한 얘기를 조금 더 깊이 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Chikopoulos. Can I call you to Paul?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so it was very powerful and engaging keynote. You made some kind of compelling case that cities must not only adapt to AI, but tune it with their own data to truly become smarter. So we'd love to dive a little bit more into some of the ideas you shared on your stage. Before we just jumped in, I think that maybe for those in our audience who are not familiar with your work, so could you briefly introduce yourself and share what brings you to Korea this time?
Yeah, my name is Paul Zicopulos. I'm from Canada. I've been in data and AI for 30 years, if you can believe it, a long time, my whole life's work. During that time, I've worked many jobs at IBM, still do today as a vice president. I've been development, product management, technical sales. I've been with thousands of customers implementing solutions and putting their data to work. Along that journey, I've written 22 books on data and AI, from data warehousing to data lakes to data science to AI to generative AI. So I think I have a lot of experience, and I'm bringing that experience to the Smarter City Expo here in Korea so we can teach everyone how to put their data to work to make better cities to which we all can live in.
Oh, great. So I would like to go to my first question directly. So in your talk today, you emphasize the importance of the using cities' own data. It's not just the internet trained model. So it is to drive a better, the decision. So could you just share an example where the local data is made tangible differences in a smart city context?
Yeah, there are so many, but I'll pick one of my favorite ones out of a US city, Philadelphia. They have garbage cans like anyone would have where you put recycling and garbage, and they instrumented them with sensors. And these sensors track the garbage levels that are going in, and together they make a plan for pickup of the garbage. So before, the city would run 17 shifts and spend $500,000 a month on garbage collection in a certain area. They reduced that to just 2 shifts because together, all the garbage cans come together, work the data to call for pickup when they're running low on space for more garbage and recycling. So that's an example of data that's not readily available. It's real-time data being communicated around the city. And from there, we can also see the kinds of garbage that are in that particular garbage can, and we know where people are shopping and what they're doing.
So while many cities are experimenting with AI, some critics say that the real impact is still slow to materialize. Yeah. So from your perspectives, so what needs to happen to AI to move from the pilot project to real urban transformation?
Yeah, I think there's maybe 2 or 3 key things you have to get right. The most important is skills. So what's happening is not everybody has the same skills. So some people know nothing about generative AI in the city government, and other people know lots about AI. The way that you bring the skills up is to educate everyone. So this is what I tell people. Every day, everybody walks by problems we could solve or make better with technology. But if you don't know that you could put technology to solve a problem, then you might be a city clerk and you would have no idea how you could make things better. So we have to democratize knowledge, so it leads with skills. Number 2, tangible impact. These are not fun pet IT projects. They need real business outcomes and business use cases that show measurable results for efficiency or the city itself.
So the next question is, we need to talk about some kind of ethics as well. So as the cities apply AI as some kind of sensitive areas as well, like public safety, social welfare, or the housing. So the ethical use of AI data becomes critical. So how is the IBM addressing these challenges to ensure AI is used responsibly responsible and fair in urban context?
Yeah, it's a great question, and I'll tell everyone, AI that people trust is AI that people will use, and AI must be explainable. So what is IBM doing? Around WatsonX.governance product of ours, we're really leading the industry in explainability. So understanding what was the data used to train the model? Why did the model make a decision? Putting sensors on a model in case it's drifting towards biased decisions. If we do that, then we understand what's inside the model, we can put it to work, and we put safeguards for privacy all around it. However, for many other companies, today, we're just grabbing models and we don't know what data's inside. We don't know what's happening to that data. We call that data sovereignty. And those are very concerning. At the end of the day, we can have all the tools. I say that we have to regulate the use case, not the technology. So when we use private data, like as you had mentioned, some of those examples, they have to be more regulated than garbage collection, which I talked about earlier. So I think that's the place where I would say IBM is at the forefront. You know, we have great generative AI models. Other companies have great generative AI models. But IBM is really in the front of trustworthy AI, safe and responsible use AI. And that's critical.
So in that case, I think that maybe it sounds like the IBM, the projects, IBM, the generative AI is more to be used for some public ones like governance, not like just private, just individual ones. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, I think you can use it in any way that you want to. So in the WatsonX.ai product, you can bring your own models, use existing models, or you can use out to external models on the cloud. So it's really a platform, and we need strong governance in the platform, and whatever you want to use it for is how you put it to work. Personal use, corporate use, enterprise, public service, private sector, you name it.
I see. Okay. Then let's go to the next question. It was interesting. So finally, I'd like to ask you some kind of advice. So finally, if you could offer some practical piece of advice to the city leaders, just the beginning of their AI journey. So what would it be? So is it more focused on the technology, or is it more about the people or the culture?
Yeah, that's a great question. Here's my advice for all of you out there. Okay? Technology is easy. I know we have to catch up, and it changes so fast. It changes so fast, technology. But what's really hard is culture. So I say technology is easy, culture is hard. You win with culture and people. And that starts at the very top. And so at the very top, the leaders of the city have to say, we're going to upskill all of our employees so they don't have to walk by problems they could solve or make better with technology every day. So I'm Greek, and there's an old Greek saying, and it says, Topsari navromai apotokofali, which means the fish rots from the head. So at the very top of the cities, if we make decisions to upskill the many, right, culture, learning every day, then we will get further on our AI journeys. If all you do is think about the technology, you won't succeed as you would if you started with a different kind of culture. And to help that, at the conference I was speaking at, for any talks that I give, we give everybody a free copy of my latest book, which is called AI Value Creators, right? And that just came out in May, and it's the whole booklet about how to do exactly what we just talked about. How do I upskill people? How do I choose use cases for city governments and for other industries? So I make that gift to everybody to learn more about AI because it's that important.
That's very, very important and critical points, because many of city officers, even they would like to introduce the smart city, they are very hesitant because they don't have any understanding of the knowledge on the technology. But the important thing is that not the understanding of technology. The first thing is understanding the people and the culture.
100%. And the book literally takes you from knowing nothing, you don't have to be technical at all, takes you to knowing enough to now set a culture, to create a skills program, move forward with governance. All of these things are chapters in the book. And we take you from maybe knowing nothing to being a strong, confident leader and making changes for better citizens in the cities.
It's interesting and also very impressive. So thank you, Mr. Jicopolis, for your time and your great insights. So and you say that the building a smart city is not about the technology, it's about the people and culture for our future. And it's also about the responsibility, inclusion, and knowing our cities better. So thank you once again, and I look very forward to seeing how IBM has continued to help shape the smarter and more the human future.
Absolutely. It's humankind with machine.
Okay, thank you once again.
Okay, thank you.
네, 오늘 지코폴리스와의 인터뷰 어떠셨나요? 결국 도시의 문제를 해결하는 데 있어서 중요한 건 기술보다는 사람과 문화라는 메시지가 깊이 와닿는데요. 오늘의 이야기가 여러분에게도 AI와 도시의 미래를 새롭게 생각해 보는 기회가 되셨길 바랍니다. 네, 그럼 저는 또 좋은 컨텐츠로 다시 돌아오겠습니다. 감사합니다.